everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog. So, with the Lotus now in the body shop, I need something else to keep my mind occupied. And so when a friend of mine asked me to service his car, I jumped at it. You see, the whole reason why I bought the Lotus is because it's an old retro car, kind of using a little bit of modern technology for reliability, etc. And but being old school with all the mechanical windows, etc. Right? So when a friend of mine who has a really retro vehicle asked me to give it a service, I jumped at it. And the vehicle in question, well, you kind of saw a glimpse at it in the last episode that we showed. So let me show you the truck, the Datsun truck, in its full glory. Here we go.
Feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats, circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready.
Okay, let's talk about this then. So this is a 1976 Datsun 620 pickup truck, 1.5 litre engine. It's got the smallest, dinkiest engine. This car is absolutely retro. There is no electronics in this car whatsoever. It is all about analog driving. All you have to do is look at the interior in this, not an airbag inside. And for the younger people who log into this channel, there was a time when people had no airbags and they survived. And it's that generation, 1976. This car is absolutely amazing to drive, from the little dinky little indicators on the side here to the stick shift 4-speed gearbox, which is on the steering mount, which is a nightmare to drive because when I stick it into reverse, my leg's in the way. Then you got this brilliant bench seat here, and just behind us we have the battery there which powers this unit. Let me show you inside what's powering this thing, this little engine inside here. So underneath here we've got our little 1.5 litre engine, 4-cylinder. Look at the plugs, proper analog plugs with points and distributor, with a vacuum advanced timing system back in the day. Look at that, with a single carburetor with an air filter on top, no emission system, just the oil just goes straight to air. Now strangely enough, this truck has got AC. So you see that there, AC pump, although it's not connected, and I think it would have been connected to the bottom pulley, but they've had some problems. Now I'm doing a service on this vehicle, so we'll be putting new plugs on there. We're taking a look at the fan, because I think the fan belt needs changing because it's squeaking like a banshee when she drives. And then we've got a little fuel filter down there and oil, so we'll just be doing some oil change. Doesn't need any fluid from the brakes. Brakes look good. In fact, this car's had a complete restore, as you can see by the condition of the engine bay here. It's absolutely immaculate. You can see that every single bolt has been rebuilt. And this car was a show car, and it is a show car. Even look at the manifold's been polished up and everything. This is a proper show car. Love the mirrors, although totally impractical. You can barely see on this. Now, though this truck looks really good and slammed, there's a few things that need to be done to it. So the front bumper needs to be re-chromed, you can see there. But the biggest issue with this truck is the steering and the fact that it's so low. It's so low that the tyre is rubbing on the back of the firewall there. so you can't do a full lock. These tyres are old as well, so the grip on this vehicle is terrible, and it's very, very low. I mean, so low I can't even get it on my ramp here, and there's virtually no suspension on the back, although it's got some decent tyres, semi-slick Proxys and Proxy R 888s on here, which are brilliant tyres from Toyo. In fact, I'm thinking of getting these tyres for the Lotus when they come back as well. So yeah, it just needs a bit of TLC, but the paintwork on it is okay, although it does need a bit of touching up and rusting. The chassis on there is absolutely cracking, it really is. So it's a pretty good car, or truck, I keep saying car, but you know. Alright, anyway, so let's get on. We're going to start giving it a little bit of a service, and we're going to start off with taking a look at the old spark plugs and seeing what condition they come out in. Alright, I'm going to try to drive this thing. So, old key, give it a start, turn over, give it some throttle. Oh, I love it. There she goes. Alright, to get this thing into first, you got to really slam it, give it some pump, and then whack it into first. There she is, in she goes. Shut the door. Handbrake, check out the handbrake. Foot on the brake, right down, there she is. And then we're just going to move her forward slightly. Here we go. No power steering, it's all brute force on this thing. Absolutely brilliant, I love it. This is what driving the car should be all about. Really getting getting in with the system. And here's the AC that powers the whole system, which is really good. No airbags at the top here. You don't need airbags in the 70s. That's what this analog thing's all about. Alright, let's turn off the engine now and let's take a look underneath the bonnet. Oh, handbrake up. Don't forget that. Love it. Okay, let's start the service on this thing. So first thing that we've done is we've drained the oil, as you can see in the pan here. It doesn't take much oil in this, and we've lifted her up slightly to do that because you couldn't get hold of the drain plug without it. Just look how much height that is off the ground, and this wheel is still not clear. It's still touching the ground. Look how much height we've gained, which is incredible really. And you can start to see the mechanism behind there and the shock that's holding this up. So we are contemplating fitting this out with air, but it's definitely doable. But you've not got a lot of room to play there, so we're gonna have to really think carefully about what kind of shocks, but it's good to see that. Let's lower this down, see how much height we lose when we lower it. Watch. Here we go. Right. So she does sit pretty low, and it will go further down as well. So yeah, quite a lot of height there. All right. So for the oil, this truck takes 1040 semi-synthetic. So I'm just gonna get my little tripod and we'll set her up so that we can start to fill her up. So that's the oil that's come out of it. It's come out, there's about 3 litres there. You can just see the 3 mark just there. See it? So we need to put another litre in. We've put 2 in so far, and these 3 actually takes more, but I'm not going to change that oil filter at the moment because it's the one I got is the wrong one, even though it's supposed to be the correct one. It's bigger, and that one is really stuck on, and I am really nervous about trying to take it off in case we do any damage to it. So we're going to leave that as it is. The oil that's come out, although it looks black, it's not actually that bad, so I don't believe it's been in there that long. So we're going to just err on the side of caution, leave that the oil filter, because this car needs to be at a show on Friday, and I'm not going to be the reason why it's not going to get there. Alright, so we're going to put another litre of oil in, then we'll start looking at the air filter. Okay, oil is in and sorted, so now we're just going to put the cap back on. There we go. Sorted. Let's now sort out our air filter. Let me show you what we got to replace the pancake, but we'll take this pancake one off first. Okay, so I was hoping to fit this K&N, which is what we've got in replacement, but look at that. Yeah, does not fit. This is way bigger, so I'm afraid this old one is going to have to go back in. As you can see, it's functional and it works, but it's clearly not working well. I don't know how I got my measurements wrong, because I did measure this. I measured this to be 152, and this is supposed to be 155, but I reckon they supplied the wrong one here, so I'm going to bring this one back. But for now, this bad boy is going to have to go back on. What we will do is we will just give this a bit of a clean as well, just to take any contaminants that might be sitting on the inside out, and that should preserve the carb, which is better. Okay, I do have some carb cleaner which I'm going to just squirt on here, and that will also take off any grime or anything that's blocking. Okay, carb cleaner has worked a treat. It's really cleaned up the carb flaps, etc., and the air intake jet. So we'll just put the old one back together for now. Actually, we'll give that a little bit of a clean as well. See how that works, eh? That really does clean up well. Look at that. See? See how that's come up like brand new? That's exactly what happened when we cleaned it up in there, so it definitely needed it. So that's now that that's done, we'll put that back together. Okay, the one thing I can tell you that is correct is that these are the correct spark plugs for this car. So these are W8 DC plugs from Bosch, and they're exactly what's on here now. So what we'll do is we'll take these off and we'll swap them around with these brand new ones, then we'll give her a start. So that's it, service done. Now just for taking this down to the car show. It starts, although it's very temperamental with it starting up, but it does start and run, so yeah, all in all, not a bad run. Okay, so with the Datsun now all done, we're able to take it down to the car show down in Poole in Dorset. So Poole in Dorset, every Fridays in August they have a theme night for cars, and tonight's episode was all about Jap cars. So my friend, he brought down his truck, and they actually pull it on the circle, the roundabout that you can see there. Now there was quite a few vehicles that had come down as well, but the truck went down really well with quite a few people who came down to see it, so it was nice to spend the evening. So So all in all, it was a great evening, and it was great to see so many JDM cars and vehicles down there, and the truck went down really well, as you've seen in the video. So many people come and see that, which is really great, and it was picked up by a couple of socials up there, as you can see on the screen now, social media sites. And there was a lovely NSX there that I didn't get to capture, but you'll probably see it on the screen because I probably captured it from one of the social media sites. Right, incidentally, that truck, my friend's truck, is actually for sale. He's looking to sell it, which is a shame because it's such a lovely truck. So if any of you are interested, either tap me up on Instagram or leave a message down below, and I'll put the two of you in touch. Good. Right, so what's coming up? Well, the Lotus should be coming back soon, but before then, probably next week, got another video. I'm going to tell you about a scam that somebody tried on getting parts for my Lotus, so that'll be a very interesting one, so don't miss that. In the meantime, don't forget to click on the subscribe button here and the bell notification button so you're notified whenever we release a new video, and we will see you on the next one very soon. Have a good week.